Hey everybody, it's pretty early here in my house and everyone else is asleep, so you see me in a sweatshirt today. So surprise. Hey, I wanted to make a quick tutorial video showing you guys a little bit of what I'm going to be doing online. Because I know there's been a lot of questions about things and just in general kind of questions on what's going on. And so I'm sorry that yesterday I didn't have that. Yesterday was kind of a day to expose a lot of the pitfalls that we have so I can make some changes and move things around as we need to. And so here's some of the changes I made. I think it'll be a little bit more organized for you all, so you'll be able to find things a little bit easier, understand things a little bit easier. I broke some things out separate, and I'll show you kind of what we're going to be doing moving forward. So I'm having you look at my computer screen. Right now, that's my YouTube channel. That's pretty cool. This is my email, chat, all that stuff. So we're gonna go to Google Classroom. This is Google Classroom right now. You're gonna see in the stream, I've already posted a lot of assignments, things like that. You're seeing that. So I took things out of the stream for our assignments because I think this will work better. So when you go to your Google Classroom, if you go to classwork, you're going to see some different topics that I've created and broken out for you. This one will always say the same: resources for remote learning. That's where you're going to find anything you need on your reader's notebook, writer's notebook, our Google form for help, our Envision sign-in links. So if you lose those links, they're always under the resources for remote learning. I'm going to be adding to that as we need to show you guys if we have research things or different links or things like that that you're going to be using. So just know, if you need something, a format, a form, a document, anything, it's probably in the resources for remote learning. Now beneath that, each day I'm going to put out our assignments, and I put these out as Reader's Workshop, Writer's Workshop, Math Workshop. So if you look at today's Reader's Workshop, it breaks it out. Mine is going to look a little different from yours. Yours is going to say turn in. You actually don't need to turn anything in. If you'd like to click the button, that is helpful for me to know that you've done it so I can go look at it. I'm going to be spending a lot of time today looking at the stuff you guys did yesterday and then trying to keep up with you all. But just know that you're going to have a turn in. So this just tells me who's turned stuff in. But this is all going to be the same for you. So you're going to have, let's keep up with our reading today. I want you to read for 45 minutes today and then 15 minutes of responding. Remember, all responses should have a response about the text, which is a summary, and then a response to the text, which are your thoughts on the focus question. Here's your focus question. In what ways am I changed as a reader through the text? Remember, we need to regard the craft, so you need to say, how do you feel like you're changed? And then you need to provide evidence of how you know from the text that it's changed you or what has changed you, what thinking strategies have been used, right? Did your schema accessing it help change you? Was the synthesis and your inferring, is that what changed you? Or the questions that raised, just really powerful questions that you felt changed you as a reader? All of those good things. So if you say view assignment, it'll bring you to basically a breakout of that. So back in the classwork, sorry, that just went a lot of different ways that we didn't need to do. Things we need to go to our reader's notebook. I'm going to show you guys a couple things. So I've been seeing a couple questions on this on the Google form that was getting filled out. Here's how your reader's notebook is going to look. Some of you sent me some responses of like, how do I do this? What's going on? I also had some things. I'll show you the writer's notebook. So I went into my reader's notebook. Now, you guys all made notes. You won't be able to type on this. I can because I own it. I made it. Congratulations to me. I own this, but you guys don't. So you won't be able to type. You'll type, you'll hit your keyboard, nothing will happen. What you need to do is go to File, make a copy. I like to change things here just because it helps me out. So let's say this is our new student, Jimmy. Jimmy's reader's notebook. So he's going to make Jimmy's reader's notebook. And he's going to say, okay. So here's Jimmy's reader's notebook. So he would have already had one, but he's just showing up today. So he's going to go to March 25th. He's going to write the title of what he read. So I read The Silmarillion by J.R. Tolkien. All right, I started on page 27. I ended on page 48 which is, for those math wizards out there, 21 pages. I started at 4:30. I did exactly 15 minutes, and I ended at 5:15, which is 45 minutes, and no. So you guys know how to fill that out, right? You just keep going across and doing it. This is where I'm going to write a summary. Summary is going to be just what I read about. So just helping it out, I'm going to use some voice typing just so I don't have to type one-handed. So give me a second. In the Silmarillion today, I was able to read about how Morgoth was trying to destroy Middle-earth by manipulating the song of the other Yuvatar and Valar from This was a big point because it started to corrupt the elves that had been created as the Wendy, and so they began their journey west to the island of Valimar. Okay, so that's pretty bad. I'm going to be going ahead and putting in periods and editing, but just so you see. So just a summary, right? What I read. This is where I'm going to write how it changed me as a reader. This text changed me as a reader because I was really able to see how some people try to take what's good and manipulate it for bad because of their pride and prejudice towards others, period. This makes me think about some things that maybe I do in my life where I'll take something that's good and it's just altered and it's not as good anymore because of maybe my pride towards something. I don't want to be humble. I don't want to be kind. I want to really just serve myself. I really saw this when Morgoth was trying to change the song. Sometimes I've done that for myself where I've changed something good, like my parents giving me a car in high school and me speeding. It's not a good thing to do. Right, that was pretty shallow. It was... Oh, it's still typing. Right, so that was a little shallow, but at least it gets there, right? I'd probably try to go a little bit deeper, but here I am just doing this with you, and this isn't a crafting lesson. But that's how it is. So you guys see how your reading responses go right under this? So have been created. Somehow Aztec Wendy moved in here, so now that's a new thing that I think we're going to pull in. That is our new student at all times is Aztec Wendy. All right, so going back, this is another thing that I saw us having trouble with. So when you go to Writer's Workshop today, you guys all wrote letters to me, right? And a lot of you just wrote those on a separate Google Doc and sent them. I'm going to have you do something a little bit different today, and I want you to see it. If you go to my writer's notebook, well, first, let's read the assignment. So I want you to take that letter and create a poem from it. The poem can be as long as you'd like or as little. I really like poetry, and I talk about this in the crafting lesson because I can write very few words and give a lot of meaning, which sometimes makes writing go a little faster. However, with poetry, we need to take our time with those words. So each word is very, very important, which means we need to be using thesauruses, using different really dense words that go through. I used to think poetry was kind of a lame form of writing, but once you've read some of Ernest Hemingway's poems, I really realized that pretty incredible people write a lot of poetry. So I went and did that. I have a crafting lesson here. I have all these different mentor texts I need you to read, and I show myself using them in this, so you'll need to pull these up and read these. And then I put my own writer's notebook. I linked it here, and it's also linked at the top. But let's click on it because this is going to be your work for this. So as I pull this up, this is, you're going to have to make that copy. So we're going to file, make a copy. This is Aztec Wendy's writer's notebook. Okay, so now I can type in this. So for this, I'm going to put the title of writing. Let's just say it was letter to Mr. B. And I'm going to write it better and capitalize and do all that kind of stuff. Genre of writing, it's a letter. And then put my time started, time ended, total time finished. You guys know how to do that. I'm not going to break it out. So this is where I wrote my letter. I wrote it underneath the log here. I want you guys to do that. I really would rather you guys not do it on separate documents for this. Even if you do it on a separate document, please copy and paste it using your Control C or Command C and then Control V, right? Or just the edit, copy and paste. Please, please, please do, because it gives me less to have to look through and work with. It'll make you guys get feedback faster. It's just better. So underneath it, you saw this. I didn't put a time started and ended. I can't remember what it was, but please make sure you put your time started, time ended. Those are important. Writing kind of is all joy is poem, and then I wrote my poem underneath here. Now you might write it a few times. We're actually going to be working on this poem for a while. We're going to be doing a lot with I just revised in line there if you saw me do it. It was just this, and I did this, and I didn't like that, and I put a semicolon. But you're going to write, especially the assigned writing here. Now, I understand if I give you like free writing, like, hey, just take some time, write what you want, that's going to go a different place, or if I put another document. But any assigned writing, your letter, anything like that, is going to go here. So if your letter is on a separate doc, what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and do that good old-fashioned, let's say I didn't have anything here, good old-fashioned, I'm going to go to my document, I'm going to copy it, I'm going to edit, paste, and I'm going to put it underneath this log so that it's in one place for me. That's really helpful. And then we're good. And then you have all your different things in Math Workshop. I didn't put the Pearson link. I put it up here. I had a couple people have problems with that, with getting to it. Please don't just do things on Khan Academy. I'll let you know if that is the case for the day, but I need you guys on Envision. If the video doesn't help you, you're welcome to find the video somewhere else on Khan Academy or whatever, but the work, the practice that I assign needs to be done in Pearson. It helps just grade it. I can see what we're looking at, what we're doing. For the most part, it looks like you guys pretty much got the XY coordinate kind of idea, so you're going to work on some things plotting those today. If you get them really quickly and you want to do a little bit more, I assign some additional practice as well. Or go ahead and get on Khan Academy, do some different stuff, and try to push yourself as a mathematician. I know some of you have been working on algebra and rates and ratios and things like that. Go for it. Go do some stuff like that. Practice your fractions, things like that. This is your time to do that. Outside of that, I think I answered the questions that we had on copying documents, making new ones, and how to work in that readers and writers. If you have any questions, please message me. Let's keep personal questions out of this stream unless we need something kind of crazy. And then just be watching. I'm going to be putting up those links for that YouTube live stream for Read Aloud at 11. Just be patient with me. Hop on at 11. Be refreshing your Google Classroom. Be looking. I'm going to try to get things going. The best part about the live stream is that it records. So if you miss it, you can't get to it, it's there. So just come look, and I'll make sure to put it under that March 25th topic. Okay. Hey, use that Google form. Keep sending me questions. I had a few of them. You guys crushed it yesterday. I'm really happy with what I saw. You guys did a lot of really cool, good, hard work and thinking, and I loved reading it and looking at it, and I'm going to do some more today. All right? Let me know if you need anything. Bye.